You thought once you made money, dating would get easier. And honestly, that's a fair assumption. Most guys who grind their 20s think the same way. You work late, you skip a lot of fun, you say no to distractions, and you tell yourself you're being responsible. You're playing the long game. You'll enjoy life later, including women. But for a lot of guys, later comes and dating still feels harder than it should. Not in some dramatic, obvious way, more like a quiet frustration. On paper, your life is solid. Your career is moving. Your finances are stable. You've done what you're supposed to do. But socially, the results don't line up with the effort. And that's confusing because you're not used to effort not paying off. In your career, the rules make sense. You put the time in, you get better. It's linear. But dating doesn't feel like that at all. It feels random, inefficient, almost illogical. And what really messes with your head is when you start noticing that guys with less money, less stability, sometimes less going on overall, are dating the women you're genuinely attracted to. Women you assumed you'd naturally have access to once your life was dialed in. And it's not jealousy. It's just confusion because you didn't think this is something you would need to learn. You thought being successful would cover it. And that's not arrogance. It's a very common assumption. At some point, that confusion lands somewhere specific. You probably downloaded a dating app, not because you're desperate, just because that's where people meet now. You're busy, your life is full, and this feels like the most straightforward way to see what your options actually look like. You assume that once women can see you, your life, your career, the fact that you built something, things will click. And then they don't. You know, you're scraping by, you're getting a couple matches here and there. A lot of the conversations just kind of fade. You're matching profiles you're not really excited about. And there's long stretches where nothing really happens. And that's when the thought creeps in. Is this really it? Because this wasn't supposed to be the hard part. You didn't grind through your 20s just to feel invisible in your early 30s. You didn't delay gratification to end up competing for attention you thought you'd already earned. And the worst part is, nothing feels wrong enough to complain. It just doesn't add up. That's when it starts to become clear that dating apps aren't evaluating the way you evaluate yourself. They don't see your trajectory. They don't see the effort behind the scenes. They don't care how long it took you to get there. They care about what's immediately available. If that doesn't land, you don't get a chance to show the rest. This is where a lot of successful men get stuck. They assume dating apps are broken or superficial or stacked against them. In reality, the apps are doing exactly what they're designed to do. They're filtering based on signals. I see this pattern constantly. Men who did the responsible thing, men who delayed gratification, men who assumed this part would just sort itself out later. Later came, the results didn't. Last year, I had a client named Aspen. He was 27 when he applied to work with me. And when I say he wasn't wealthy, I literally mean he didn't own a mattress. That's not a metaphor. He was literally sleeping on the floor. He saved for months to afford a profile makeover. Not to flex, not to take shortcuts. This was just a guy who realized something wasn't working and decided to fix it. And after his photo shoot, his matches didn't slightly improve. They exploded. And today he's dating a woman who runs her own business, travels the world. She's friends with famous DJs. She has options and she chose him. And not because he out-earned men he was competing with, because his presentation finally sent the correct signal to high-value women. And Aspen isn't some rare exception. I've worked with guys who are truck drivers, guys working long hours, blue-collar guys that are dating women a lot of millionaires quietly assume are out of reach. And here's the thing, bro. These are the men you're actually competing with on dating apps. Not on paper, but in reality. These guys put their ego aside, they stopped assuming success would just translate automatically, and they fixed the thing that was actually holding them back. Think about it this way. Imagine you're going out to the nightclub to try and meet women. You're successful, you've done well for yourself, but you still walk in through the general admission. You wait in line, you pay cover, you stepped into a packed room where it's loud, crowded, and chaotic. You're competing with other guys just to get a moment of attention, hoping something sticks. And let's be honest, the hottest women aren't even in that room. They're upstairs, behind the rope. They're in VIP. Up there, the ratio is better, conversations actually happen, and you're not competing with 10 other guys just to start a conversation. The women aren't surrounded by a bunch of sweaty dudes and are actually down to mingle and have a good time. And the difference isn't that the guys in the VIP are better than the guys in general admission, because if we're being honest, the reason you stay in general admission usually has nothing to do with money. It's the leftover mindset that says, I earned everything the hard way, so I should keep doing things the hard way. But standing around competing for scraps of attention isn't virtuous. It's not humble. It's not noble. It's just unnecessary. Look, paying for VIP isn't about flexing. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are valuable now. You didn't work this hard not to enjoy your life. And that's what the guys in the VIP already figured out. They're not trying to prove anything. They're just putting themselves in a position to get the most out of their experience, and it would be stupid not to. Dating apps work the same way. They're an environment, and you can choose to blend in with every other guy and compete for scraps, or you can invest in your profile, stand out, and attract high quality women. And if you do this correctly, you can get a ton of leverage, because unlike a nightclub, you don't need to go out every weekend trying to score. You can get the right photos one time, and these apps become an automated date funnel in your pocket. For some reason, a lot of guys resist having to invest in their dating life. And to be fair, you didn't build your life by wasting money. You built it by being disciplined, by saving, by making smart decisions instead of emotional ones. That mindset is why you're successful, but it's also why this part creates resistance, because you didn't grind in your 20s just to accumulate numbers. You did it to improve your quality of life. And at a very basic human level, that includes being able to attract a high quality partner, build a relationship, and eventually a family. There's nothing shallow about that. It's foundational. So no, this video is not about spending money on dating. It's about correcting a bottleneck. You invest in your business because it compounds. Well, this compounds too. And avoiding it doesn't make you more righteous. It just delays the outcome. That's why Aspen's story matters. This guy didn't even have a mattress, but he was willing to invest in how he showed up. And now he's dating women who swipe past men who are making significantly more than him. That's not unfair. It's just how presentation works. The fact is, the men who win in dating, and especially on dating apps, aren't always the richest. They're the men who recognize leverage and use it. And once you see that clearly, the decision to level up stops being emotional. It becomes practical. As a busy guy, dating apps are by far the most efficient dating strategy if you can get them dialed in. So if you're done guessing and you want your dating apps to actually reflect the life you've built, you can apply for a profile makeover down in the description of this video. It's not for everyone, but if you are a fit, it's the fastest way to fix what's costing you results. You didn't grind all these years and put in all that work just to fall short at the finish line. So remember, bro, dating apps aren't broken, they're just honest. And the men who understand that stop competing in the wrong environment and start using leverage in their favor. And if you're at the point in life where you feel like you've made it, you've grinded your 20s, you're crushing it in your career, did your dating life naturally fall into place, or can you relate to this video? Let me know in the comments, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.